Yo, welcome guys. Welcome to RAD DEEP package, and I am your PRD for the show. Let's get on to the topic, and it is about writing. I don't know how many of you know that I'm also a writer, a songwriter, lyrics writer, story writer. Well, I'm editing a documentary that I have written. The script, of course, I've written the script of the documentary, and yes, let's get started with the show. Guys, actually काम गर्दै थिएँ हैन एउटा डकुमेन्ट्रीको बत्ती गयो. अब के गर्ने भन्दा अब आफ्नो म्युजिक इन्स्ट्रुमेन्ट्सहरु भएपछि खेल्नु पर्यो हैन. So I'm just trying. Though I'm a beginner, right? Consider that, please. सास फेर्नलाई चाहिन्छ र के राम्रो छ पञ्च भर्खर आएको है. सास फेर्नलाई चाहिन्छ र के सास फेर्नलाई चाहिन्छ र के पुग्छ त्यसैमा हामीसँग जति छ जे पुग्छ त्यसैमा हामीसँग जति छ जे. यसलाई अक्सिजनको बारेमा पनि बनाउनु मिल्छ, इन्भाइरोमेन्टको लागि पनि बनाउनु मिल्छ हैन. म बेसिकली एउटा अब प्रोग्राम पनि सुरु गरौँ भनेर सोचिरहेको छु. एउटा डेमो मात्रै हो. आई एम अ लिरिक्स राइटर टु, बाई द वे, एन्ड एभ्री टाइम I need to write, I need to have a theme, I need to have a topic to write about on, and I've been pretty much peculiar in regarding of writing songs. Actually, I don't write much because whenever I write, it drives me to somewhere, to that destiny where I want to reach through my words. And I don't know if I am a great writer or not, but I certainly am aspiring to become one. And I consider my writing deep. Actually, I don't write so frequently, and whenever I have to write, it's not just about love and romance for me. The song should mean something, should have some, I don't say message particularly, but should have something, that's different from others. Maybe the point of view, the perspective, and so on. There are so many things in writing. Yes, indeed, you can become a writer. Everybody has a writer in them, a thinker in them, and thinking is what evolves to writing later. But ultimately, writing becomes the thinking. You know what I'm saying? Writing is thinking. Why writing is thinking? Because You could gather focus while writing, and that's where the root of thought explores. That is where the root of thoughts starts, actually. So whenever you write, you think. You've got to think while you write. I challenge you. You cannot write without thinking. Yes, you can write just to do the opposite of what I challenged, or maybe to win the challenge. You can just write whatever, but remember that it will get into your head after you write. Uh, Basically, I've also been able to sing a breathless song by great Shankar Mahadevan, because I wrote it on the sheet of a paper, actually, and then I could memorize it. Writing certainly helps in memorizing, um, and I really want you to start writing anything. Just write. You can write a memo, you can write some affirmations. A memo means, you could have any memories of the day, like what happened, what was so uncommon about the day, or what was so common about the day. It certainly made an impact on your thought process, or it just got stuck on your head for some time. Maybe maybe yes, you can also write affirmations, as in, the one you want to become, the way you want to become, or the good things, or the positive things uh, that you want to have in yourself. uh, because I believe that you are the one who can change yourself, and you are the one who can take yourself, drag yourself, or maybe fly yourselves towards the destination, and towards the individual success destination, actually. It may vary from individual to individual. We have different goals, we have different thought processes. We live in different countries, and circumstances definitely has an impact on thought process. Mm, so that's how I'm gonna start this show. I don't know, maybe it's official or not, but I just said it. I just confirmed it for myself, actually. And this could be one thing that I could do, surely, for the audience, because I should not be keeping my talents on the shade in sake of other things that I want to achieve. The one that is already within me. I wouldn't have been able to speak up for this long if it wasn't something related to my talent and my knowledge. And that's why I want to share some tips, and I want to keep on doing it. And I also want you to do that, to follow, to maybe pass on the feedbacks. And nobody is perfect. I'm trying to grow, and it's actually a positive thing for me that I want to grow with all of you. I want to grow together. So now on, we'll be making songs together. I want to encourage myself in writing songs, writing more songs, because I know I have that in me. I want to write rap songs. I've just started writing a memo. I'm not sure if that's something to share or not, but I've started to write some messages to my son. He's not, yes, he just become 1 month old. He's still so young. You can call him infant. I could not talk to him physically, but I started writing because I seem to have this connection, this spiritual connection with that being. That's my son, for sure. So I've started writing a message, that might help him later, to understand how it was, if he will get to read this. There's a bunch of messages Not much though. I just wrote it for a couple of days, and it says, with love to my son Pram Bastola, Dad Pradeep Bastola. I started to write this on 14th November 2019. That was Thursday and 4:05 p.m. Uh, and I'm pretty much of a sensitive and emotional guy. Uh, and it is important to be sensitive for human beings. You don't need to worry if you are sensitive. If you feel something too quickly, that's a talent, and you need to use it in a proper way. You are born to become a leader. That's what it is. And I don't want to read it all right now, because this is for my son when he becomes able to read whatever I had written for him. Guys, all right, it's not that I'm bragging about writing here, or I cannot just brag about writing unless I share some tips, or you need to have trust on me, right? So I'm gonna recite one of my songs that I wrote in chanda, and chanda means we have two kinds of writing in Eastern method, that there are gadya and padya for poems and songs. Basically, gadya means the one that has emotions heavier on its side, but it's not the rhyme, not the rhythms. It's just the emotions and the proper use of the words at its place. You can compose it the way you like and make it a melody. It's like jazz, not particularly, but whereas padya means that you have to follow certain timing, and the rhymes you've got to have the correct rhyming words at the place, and that's how it becomes padya. uh, well, I'm just gonna recite one of my songs, which I wrote in Padya, and it has the rhythmic words, the timings, that plays the important role, because as a child, it was a privilege for me to get to learn chandas, the rhymes, the way any verses are taken. I mean, it separates with the sounding letters, with the sounds, separates with the sounds, and it has a 16 count, 8 counts, 12 counts, 14 counts, so many of them. Okay, I'm just gonna recite it, and you think of it how it is. It's one of my songs actually written on paisa means money, and I'm not gonna translate it. If you want to see the English version of it, then you can go check out that video. Just write paisa Pradeep Bastola, and it is available on Highlights Nepal. A long time back, when I had not my I had not used I had not had proper ideas of using YouTube channel, so I hand that over to the Highlights, but I'm thinking of getting it back to my channel. Anyway, let me just get started with the poem, and it says Paisa. The title says Paisa. प्रचंड झंड दंड यो परोपकारी वासना देखिन्न मुख सुख को नहुदा यसको साथमा चुले महा मनुष्य राज भोज यसको सानमा त तै चुकी गयो त्यो गंगु तेलियो जहानमा. You see the timings. I'll just count it for them. बिचरा जति ती छन् चपेटमा जो द्रव्य जालको. See, you have eight bars, with the bars that are separated by the sounds, and it is like blues now, so 8-bar blues. I'll repeat the song again. Prachanda jhanda danda yo paropakari vasana देखिन्न मुख सुखको नहुँदा यसको साथमा चुले महामनुष्य राजभोज यसको सानमा त तै चुकी गयो त्यो गङ्गु तेली यो जहानमा बिचरा जति ती छन् चपेटमा जो द्रव्य जालको अन्ततः खिनिन्छ राख्नु केरा आश ठाटको नभो दसैँ रमाइलो जश्न न नवीन सालको अद्भुत घमण्डी पैसा यो हो दोषी मेरो हालको. See? So that's why you can just start writing on your own, no matter whatever it is, and you need to find things to write on. You know, you can look around in your circle, look around you in the nature. You can become a voice of anything that can have the capacity to speak, or maybe that doesn't have the sound or the capacity to speak up. You know, you can become a sound of anything, literally living beings and non-living beings. It's the horizon is just it is like universe. It is infinite. You know, the probabilities of getting out with their different topic is infinite. You know, you can just check around in the neighborhood, in your friend circle, and yes, let's do one of the experiments. Let's go check out some things and compare between them. You know, something happy going on and something sad going on. You know, maybe there are, according to Eastern method, they have 9 kind of emotions, and when they're mixed up, you know, it gets infinite again. You know, basically art is boundless. That's what it is. And all right, with that, I think we'll learn more in the next episode. For now, let's go do the research. You can write anyway. You can just sit down, take a pen and a paper and start writing, but you need to look around to get the emotions right, to get the emotions correct, to feel the person, to feel the thing, you know, from deep inside. And maybe you would have to speak on their behalf, and maybe that's how it will touch the people. You know, just get started. Guys, PRD signing off. Bye bye. Adios. See you in the next episode.